Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have an interesting puzzle in front of us. Of course, it's a fog of war puzzle. It's called Take Two by Flinty. Now, it's my understanding that this is a tweak to a puzzle that Flinty had made before, and that puzzle is still out there and active, but apparently they've updated a little bit to be better than the previous one was. So we're going to take a look at this one instead of doing the original one. But anyway, it's let's just jump into the rules, I guess, is the best way to go about this and see what's going on and see how this is all coming together, because there's some interesting little things going on here. So anyway, Take Two by Flinty, normal Sudoku. So every row, column, and 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. Now, all twos in the grid are given digits. If you can see a white space through the fog, that cell cannot be a 2. So somewhere in this fog, every single 2 is placed. It's there. You just can't see it right now. So that means that since these are clear, they can't have a 2 in them. And that's that. That's the 2s. Now we've got dynamic fog, so in this puzzle, correctly placed digits will reveal that cell. Some key deductions will uncover more fog. So if we were to figure out this digit, and this digit was the spot that Flinty decided was the one we needed to figure out to make some other stuff clear, then something else will clear. Now, if we figured out this digit, this cell will clear absolutely, and then maybe something else will, again, depending on how it's set. So that's typical dynamic fog. Now, the following common constraints are used within this puzzle. So there's nothing to be crazy here. It just looks like there's a bunch of different rule sets that we have to take into account. So arrows, digits on an arrow, sum to the number in the attached circle. Say that's a circle, these are arrows, these 3 digits will add up to a value, and that value goes in the circle. Dutch whispers, which are orange and D. So it looks like Flinty, and I can't remember if Flinty was the one who does this normally, but they are labeling these so that if you do have a color blindness, you can see what the lines are without having to decipher what is what. So Dutch whispers, which are normally orange, and they will be labeled with a D, are adjacent digits on a line differ by at least 4. So this was a line, this digit is whatever it is, this one will be 4 away from it, this one 4 away from that, and so on and so forth, wherever the line goes. Then we have evens, so digits on a solid gray square are even. So if we find a section here where there's a solid gray square, that cell will be an even digit. German whispers, which are green and will have a G, adjacent digits on a line differ by at least 5. So again, this was a German whisper instead of a Dutch whisper. Whatever this digit is, this one will be 5 away from it, another 5 away from that one, etc., etc. Then we have killer cages, so digits in a cage sum to the given total. We actually have one showing. This is an 18 cage, so these digits will all add to 18. Then we have Renban, which are pink and will be labeled with an R. Digits on a line form a set of distinct consecutive digits, so distinct meaning non-repetitious. So if we have a Renban like this, they will be unique digits, and they will all be consecutive. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they don't have to be in a specific order on a Renban. So it doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order. Then we've got thermos apparently. So digits increase from bulb to tip. Let's say we had a bulb here and a tip here. This would be the low digit, and the digits would increase till they get to the tip. XVs, digits separated by a V, sum to 10. Digits separated by an X, sum to 10. Digits separated by a V, sum to 5. So if these two had an X between them, they would add to 10. If these two had a V between them, they would add to 5. Simple enough, right? Then we have zippers, which are Z's and are lavender and bumped. I think what bumped means is that some setters will set the line so that it has like these hatch patterns across it. I think that's what this is saying. I'm not entirely sure, but that's my guess there. So anyway, digits in equal distance from the, bumped center. No, not correct. All they're saying is that there'll be a circle in the center of the zipper. Got it. From the bumped center of a line, sum to the number of center. So if this was the center of the line and it did something like this, this will have a bump in it or a circle on it. These 2 digits will add to whatever this is. These 2 digits will add to whatever this is as well, because equidistant away from the center point add together to equal the center digit. Okay, cool. So there's quite a few rules here, but they're all fairly common rule sets if you are used to doing variant Sudoku, which most of us are. But if you aren't, these are all these rules. There's nothing crazy about them. There's just a bunch of them that we just have to remember. So with all that said, and it took a few minutes to get through those rules, but with all that said, links in the description below. Let's get out this one, see if we can get it solved. So where do we start? Well, it's a fog of war. We start in the only place we can actually see anything. What are these? It's going to be 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits equaling to 18. Now I think we have to put a 2 on a 5-cell 18 clue. Let's do the math on that. What if we didn't? We would have, let's just put them in as an example. 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, that is 11, 15, plus another 4 is 19. No bueno. So this thing has a 2 on it. Now we know that all the 2s are givens, so therefore this is a 2. And it will just pop in there. It's interesting that this works out where the 2 is actually a given digit. It's hidden behind the fog. But by me placing the 2, it shows the given 2 and not the pencil marked 2 that I put in. Don't know how that works, honestly, but it is what it is. Now it's cleared off this cell or killer cage here, which is 24, so it has to be 987. Now we can probably figure out what this is because we have 18 plus 24. That gets us up to 42, so this has to be a 3. That's going to clear out space here. We're going to know what these digits are. They are 1, 4, 5, and 6. Might as well just put them in. We have the information. This V clue, it's either going to be 1, 4, or 2, 3. It's the only way a V clue works. Now that forces these X clues to be from 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. We now have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. So these digits here are going to be 1, 2, 3, sorry, not 3, 1, 2, 4, and 5. What does that do for us? Is a good question. So I wonder if we had anything with that 2 or the 3 here, but I don't think we do. And what can we, oh, one of these is a 6, which means one of these is a 4, which means this isn't. We know there's a 6 here because it's the only place on the quad that works. So if one of these is a 4, none of these are, which forces one of these to be, which means none of these are, so one of these is. Little bits and pieces here and there. Now, what else? Oh, if this has a 4 on it, it's a 1-4 pair. Let's just be obvious here, please. Therefore, these are a 6-9 pair, which means this is a 7-8, which means this is 9. Good. Now, if this is a 1-4, this is not 1. There has to be a 1 on this guy somewhere. Good. And these are not 1s because of that 1-4, which means this is a 1-4 pair. Cool. Now, what does that say about this 10 clue that we've opened up? It can't be 9, 1, or 6, 4. So it has to either be 8, 2, or 7, 3. Does that help us? This is not 2, so this is not 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I was wondering if we had anything there that we could really work with. The 5, 6, not necessarily there either. Now we could probably say something about, can we actually, 1, 2, there has to be an 8 in here. Don't know if that's really useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's the only thing that's a given there. Let's not forget 2s. This can't be a 2. This can't be an 8. This is a 2. We got to remember all the 2s are given. So the 2 here removes all of these. This is 2. Okay. I'm going to have to keep my head on that one. That's, I'll keep forgetting, I swear. It's going to happen. I just know it. These 3 digits are going to add to a singular cell. This is an arrow. So we can't ever have a 4th arrow piece in one region. So this becomes 6, 7, 8, or 9, not 9. there has to be a 1 on this thing. Because it's either going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, or 1, 2, 5, or 1, 3, 4. Those are the options. Can we get anything else out of this? Yeah, one of these will be a 2. Don't know which one yet, so we can't put a 2. Actually, we can just say what these two digits are. What are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. Which allows these to be 6 and 9 are 2 of the options. Okay. And then, of course, whatever's left over here is the 3 7s and however they may work out. Okay, so let's... Oh, the 2s. The cat. You won't get that reference, but that's okay. The 2s. You can't put a 2 on this thing because we can see it. This can't be a 6 or a 7. It's an 8, which means this is 7 and 8. If it's an 8, it can't be 1, 2, 5. We can't see the 1 or the 2. I was going to say frickin', but I decided to keep it PG, even though I know frickin's not a swear word. This is a 1, 3, 4. It's the only way we can make 8 without using a 2. This is not 3. Now, these are both even digits, because these are the gray squares. So these are from 2, 4. They are not 2s. They're 4, 6, and 8. This can't be 8. This can't be 4. Okay. I was going to try to see if we got any more 2 clues to work with, but I don't think we quite do. 4, 5, 6, 8. No, not quite. Okay. Okay, so what do we now have? One of these is a 2. One of these is a 2. One of these is... I'm kind of getting stuck on these 2s now because I'm really telling myself, oh, this can't be a 6, 4 because it breaks this. So this is 9. 1, 4, 6, and that opens up some more space. This can't be 2. So it's from 4, 6, or 8, which means it's 8 and 6 and 4. Now we get a German whisper that is labeled with a G, in case you can't differentiate the colors there. This 8 actually just says this is 5 and 8, so let's put those in. And let's see if there's anything else there. No. Okay. Let's think about this guy. This is good. We can do something here, clearly, because that's why it's been exposed. Cover it up a little bit there, but this digit has to have 4 different digits that are 5 away from it. Well, that leaves the digits 1 and 9. What if we put a 9 here? Well, that means we had to put a 2 in one of these. We can't do that. This is a 1. These are 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, this is a Dutch whisper. So, what does that mean? Well, let's put these digits in here first, though. 2, 3, 4, and 5, just to have them there. What does this Dutch whisper do? Because we know whatever this digit is, this one has to at least be 4 away from it, and then this one 4 away from that. Let's think about what's looking at this particular digit. Can't be 1, can't be 2, because it's exposed. Could be 3, can't be 4, could be 5, because you can put a 5 on a Dutch whisper. Can't be 6, could be 7, can't be 8 or 9. Can we do anything with that? Now, if this is a 3, what do these have to be? Well, they have to be from 7s, 8s, and 9s. That's fine. If it's a 5, these have to be a 1-9 pair. That seems to be fine. If it's a 7, these have to be from 1, 2, 3. Now, clearly they can't be a 2, so it would be a 1-3 pair. We can still make that happen, because this could be 1, this could be 3. Okay, so there's got to be a little bit more we can do with this thing then. None of those can be 2s. So one of these is, I don't see that as being massively useful. is there maybe something on one of these edges that's doing more than the center digit does? I don't really think so. What are these digits? 2, 3, 5, and 7. 2, 3, 5, 7, yes. That's not helpful. There's got to be something more about this Dutch whisper we can think about. What's it gonna be? Well, this can't be a 1, first off. Kind of hesitating to put these, just throw digits into this thing. One of these will be an 8. One of these is a 4. I'm just wondering if there's anything of real use in just base Sudoku here. One of these will be 6. This can't ever be a 6. Maybe that's the point. We need to start thinking about what goes into these sides here. One of these will be an 8. This one could be an 8. Anything else? 6s and 8s and 4s. These are 4s, 6s, and 8s. That's what we needed. Let's get rid of those. Again, this can't be 4 or 6. Okay, so that's what we had to do. If this is a 4, breaks. This is 6, breaks. It can be 8, so it is. Therefore, if this is 8, this is 3. It's the only thing that works. These are not 3s. These are not 8s. There's an 8 in one of these two. This is not a 3. What are you? You are either 7 or 9, because you have to be 4 away from the 3. That seems like it could work. One of these will be a 1. Can't be this one. So this is 1. What else do we have left over? I don't think we do, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8s, and 9s, yeah. Well, maybe this is reduced more. Let's think about it just for a split second. Could be a 2. Can't be 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be 7, could be 9. Okay, so it's 2, 7, or 9, which means one of these is a 5, and this isn't. Again, not quite sure that helps, but let's look at this here first as well, because we have given digits. We know what these 3 have to be. They will be 1, 5, and 9. This can't be 1. Okay, not great. Let's look at this thermo here then instead. What can we think about it? Doesn't have a 2 on it. We know that. Can we say anything else about it? It's a stumpy little thermo, so it's not really like it's got a ton doing. Is there anything that's given on this thing because of what's here? I don't think there is. No, there's not. There's no 8 on it. We know that because of this pairing. This is actually a 6, 7, 9 that I just saw. So what are these guys? We need a 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's really it. So one of these is a 1 is all it's saying. Not too helpful. Can't be 1, can't be 2. Let's just think about what could be on the bulb. Can't be 1, can't be 2. Can't be 3. Can't be 4. We have a 1 for a pair. Didn't see that, so that's not a 1. It could be 5, 6, or... Well, that's it. It's 5 or 6. Can't be 7, because this would have to be 8, 9. So this could be 6. Well, this just is 6. If this is 5 or 6, this has to be higher than 5. Well, it can't be 7, 8, or 9. It's 6. That forces 4 and 6. These are not 6. This is not 4. That 6 says this is 5. These are not 5. 5. We're just going to continue to get away with them. These are 2 7s and 9s. This is 5. These are not 5s, so this is 5. This is 4. Our markings are coming in handy here, so we will use them. This is not 4. I'll get to this Renban in a second. Let's finish our thought process first. This is either 7 or 9. So we get a 7, 8, 9. This is 2. This is 3. That's a 2, 4 pair. That's a 7, 9 pair. That 2 says this is 7. And these are 2 and 3. Therefore, this is 2. This is 3. Good. 3s have to go with the 4. So this is a 3, 4 pair. And that will remove an 8 from this Renban. So we've kind of got ourselves to the Renban, not necessarily intentionally, because I wasn't going to look at that just yet. But these can't be 1 or 2. So we can't ever put a 1 on this thing at all. So this is a 1. That removes the 1, puts a 1 here. Good. Now this could be a 2. Well, no, it can't be a 2. Can't put a 2 in an open space. So there's no 2 on this thing. This is either 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6. This can't be 3 or 4 or 6. It's 5. Okay. So we know we go up to at least 5. We've got a 3, 4 pair. This is 6. This is not 6. So this is 6. This is 1 and 5 due to that 5. This 5 up here says this is 6 and 5 as well. Doing a little bit of cleanup here and there. What else can we do? Boop-a-doop-a-doop. The 2 goes in one of these 2. This is not a 2. All right. We have an X-wing on 4s, but that doesn't help us any. Let's see what else we can do here. 7, 8, 9, the 6. This is not 6. Okay, so what does all this mean? 5s, 5s, 5s. I wonder if we need to just kind of jump into Sudoku for... Yeah, oh, this 5 here says this is 9 and 5, so let's do those. Let's take a quick gander at Sudoku. Maybe there's something kind of staring at us. That 3 doesn't determine anything there. One of these is a 3. Nah, 4s. One of these is a 4. Well, actually, we just know what these 3 are. This can't be an 8, so this is. Let's put that in. What are these? 1, 2, and 4. Let's get rid of those markings. This can't be 2, obviously. This is a 1, 4 pair, like we said previously, so that's a 2. Well, that's a little stumpy boy. This is 4. This is 1. That forces 4 and 1, and 4 back down here. That forces 3 and 1. These 2 are 7 and 8. We'll put those in, because they are there for the taking. These are 2 and 9. It does appear. 2, not 3. 2 and 9. This is not 9. 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. What else? These are from, well, where does this, I was going to say, yeah, where does the 3 go? We've got a 3 here. It goes just here. This becomes 7, 9. These 2 have to be 2 and 6. That appears correct. Therefore, this is the 2. This is the 6. Good. What is this digit? It's just a given. 5, I think it is. Yeah. What about you 2? 7 and 9. We can do that. 9, 7, 2, 9. And we should be pretty close to just getting through this thing. We've just got to pick up our markings here appropriately. So where are we going to do that? 7s, 8s. It's going to have to be in some sort of vertical direction, I believe. So let's go take another quick look at our Sudoku. 1s are apparently done. 2s are close to being done. 3s, not so much. 4s have an X-wing. 5s look like they are done. 6 are done. Okay, that's what I didn't see. So this is 6. That's going to clear out a lot. Okay, so we do get a zipper here. So this can't be an 8 because we can't add 6 and 8 to a single digit. Now we can probably just determine what this digit is, and it can't be a 2 either because it's exposed now. So that's 2, 8. This is a 6. This can't be 1 or 2, so it has to be 3. You have to be 9. You have to be 7. And there we go. I think we're homeward bound now. This is 7, 9, 7. This one's 9, 7. Let's just do that first. These are not 7, so they are an 8, 9 pair. Let's come down here and get our 4, 3, 8, 7, 9, 8, 4, 2. There we go. Solve the puzzle. Solution is correct. A massive number of solves here. 1,000 in 5 days. That's, of course, it's a wonderful puzzle and tons of fun. Not too difficult. Just had to start getting the brain ticking and get going on it. So really enjoyed that puzzle. I do like the 2s being given, yet you have to insert them. It's kind of a unique type of thing to think about. So really love that puzzle. I hope you all did as well. And well, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.